I promised I would bring this back, and bringing this back, I am. Enjoy this one. Salutations everyone, my name is Pietro and welcome to another Pauper video. Today I am here to play, once again, Mardu Dredge. And if you haven't seen my last video, I played Mardu Dredge last week, I believe it was, and I didn't hate it. I actually did pretty well. We only lost 2 elves, which is absolutely understandable considering everything, because, you know, elves. But I actually enjoyed playing it against a lot of the other decks in the format, and I wanted to try it again. So here I am to try it once more. For today, I am going to play a bit of a different version. I am going to focus on different interactions. I cut the whole Dread Return Lot-Led Giant plan. I sideboarded it out basically every game last time, and I didn't miss it. And I'm going to swap some things pretty significantly. So, first of all, this is a Boros deck, essentially, but it is a Boros deck that does want to be able to sometimes cast the Stinkweed Imps, and sometimes be able to hard cast these sneaky snackers. The Stinkweed Imps here are a value-generating card. We are not interested in comboing out. We are playing 27 creatures, which is low for a traditional Dredge deck, but we are not worried about the number of creatures in our graveyard. We just want to be milling the Stinkweed Imps, discarding the Stinkweed Imps and dredging, so that we can make use of our spells. If you look at our main deck, I have 4 Lunarch Veterans, 4 Sacred Cats, 3 Faithless Lootings, all of those want to be in the graveyard. Sneaky Snackers always want to be in the graveyard. Scrapwork Mutt, pretty good at doing the whole shenanigan with like rummaging, and also you can bring it back from the graveyard. Raleigh the Peasant, Stinkweed Imp, Molten Gatekeeper, Aurora Eidolon, and Battle Screech. So with the exception of these 7 draw spells in the main deck, everything else wants to go to the graveyard. And I am playing the Abandoned Attachments today because 1, it is pretty good with Snacker. 2, sometimes you just want to rummage away your cards on your opponent's end step. 3, the same way with Thrilling Discovery, if you get this countered, you don't get completely blown out, which is always great. And finally, I am going to play a full playset of Aurora Eidolon just as a value card. The activated ability, pretty crap. The body itself, terrible. But I am playing a total of 11 multicolor cards in our deck. So milling the Aurora Eidolon means that I get an extra card in hand, which I can later discard to one of the many effects that I have. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. You play on Aurora Eidolon, you Basilisk Gate it up, and you go to town on your opponent. And that's the initial idea with the deck here. Oh, I actually was going to add a Heap Gate to the deck as well, because I did feel last time like we were missing a little bit of extra gates. And I'm not going to add any other gates to the list, but I am a little worried about keeping my gate count as high as possible for aggression and closing out the game in time. Sideboard, pretty different from last time. I'm playing the Siege Smashes and the Red Blasts. Siege Smash here, I do want it as a removal spell for relics and Nile Spellbombs and the like, but it is also just completely understandable as a uncounterable pump spell that gives trample and sometimes you punch through the damage that you need. I am then playing the 4 Blasts, 2 Fairy Macabre as a little bit of a hedge against Spy, a pair of Thraben Charms. I actually enjoyed having these last time. I think they are pretty good against Terror, they are obviously good against Spy and things like that. Sometimes you just want a little removal. And I am going to play 3 Prismatic Strands in the sideboard. I think you could play these in the main deck, but I really want to try the Aurora Eidolon package first before I say it doesn't work. So the Prismatic Strands are going to be here for things like Elves, Red decks, Spy, and all of those things. So that's going to be it. Let's get down to the matches and let's see how we do. Hey, just wanted to plug my Patreon real quick. I recently started it, and if you're interested in watching more of my content, there are always exclusive videos over there, at least one per week. And all the content that I release is going to be released there a week in advance before being released on YouTube. So if you just want to help out, support me, enjoy what I do, or if you got a spicy deck that you want me to try out or maybe try to improve, hit me up. Thanks. All right, welcome back to round number 1. We are on the draw against Blowy Smurf. Unfortunately, this is a 1-land hand that doesn't cast our looting. Oh boy, is this what it's gonna be like? Mulligan again. All right, finally. So this is a hand that I can say that I'll keep. Looting is gonna have to go, and then probably also the Gatekeeper. It is a little unfortunate. I guess I did mess up the mana base considerably, right? Because I cut a bunch of Oliphants from the list. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, we're gonna see how it goes. I do have a lot of cantrips in the deck that would allow me to do some cool stuff. We are playing against some Tron deck. Seems like it's possibly just Flickertron. Okay, the mountain is not bad. I am just gonna go for a Thrilling Discovery here. I wanna get some stuff going. Get rid of a Veteran and a Battle Screech. Okay, I would have liked to have the Stinkweed Imps in the graveyard rather than in my hand, but at least I'm getting through some stuff. Okay, the Basilisk Gate definitely is going to be good eventually. I'll bring back the Veteran, play this Cliff Gate on black, because I already have my 4th land drop for the Battle Screech, which is pretty good. And I do just want this Luminous Phantom to be alive. Okay, opponent hasn't done anything. Is this a crop? Okay, but they cropped the Crystal Grotto. So do you have some... Oh, it's Monstertron! Okay. Ooh, and they go Maelstrom Colossus into Boulder Branch Golem. That's pretty good for them, I'm not gonna lie. And that is pretty bad for us. I should have played the Basilisk Gate there. So, in that case, unfortunately, I don't think I get to play cute. I think I'll just need to play the Stinkweed Imp with the intention of blocking my opponent for a very long time. I am going to attack because my Luminous Phantom is not here for blocking. Do you have another one? Okay. And they hit an Ancient Stirrings this time. Okay. They find another Maelstrom Colossus. I mean, alright. I just played Monstertron too. That's pretty funny. I imagine you're coming in, right? I can't imagine you're not attacking. Because what's your plan, to Alpha Strike me in a single turn? I don't think that's gonna go super well. But maybe you start attacking next? Okay, they are gonna come in. Alright. So Stinkweed Imp gonna be blocking here. Let's always yield to these things. Okay. There's a forest. Is there more? There's not more. So let's dredge the Imp. I find a Gatekeeper, a Snacker, and an Eidolon. Can't really do much with those just yet. So my choices here are Battle Screech or replay the Stinkweed Imp. I can't cast the Imp and cast the Snacker. I don't have the blue just yet. Do I want to just put a bunch of birds in play? That is a thing that I could do. I think I'll just replay my dude. Black. Is that true? I guess I'll cast the Battle Screech here. Bring it back. I don't get to gain a lot of life just yet. And I would have liked to have a Gatekeeper in play to start doing those things, but I think I'm in a situation where I just want some chump blockers for now. I wouldn't mind drawing another land either. Any land. Any land would be cool. Oh, they're playing Rush of Knowledge too. God. Alright. Is it power? What is it? CMC? I don't remember. Mana value, yep. Alright, so they drew 8 cards. I forgot to play Rush of Knowledge in my Monstertron deck. That's pretty fun. Okay, my opponent's popping off here. That's amazing for them. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm very glad that they get to do this. I guess I'm jumping. Just trying to save some life here. They have 11 cards in hand. That's funny. You got a Cantrip, Chromatic Star, Candy Trail, Expedition Map, sure. So I think you just try to vomit your hand so you don't have to discard as many cards. Clean up. What's it gonna be? I imagine you're discarding a pair of lands, probably. Oh, they're playing... Oh, they're playing the big Eldrazi, too. Drownyard Lurker, and Warp Tusker. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Well, Thrilling Discovery was one of the best draws I could have asked for. So let's get my Eidolon back. Always yes. And then let's discard a couple cards. So I am for sure discarding one imp. The question becomes, am I discarding the second one? I think I'm still just discarding the Eidolon here. Do I want to dredge? Oh, I should have discarded the Snacker. Whoops. That was a pretty big misplay. So I took a draw for the turn so I can dredge once, and then I take 2 draws. Okay, another Thrilling Discovery is great. Oh, you got a crop for Bog too? No way. That's crazy. Man, my opponent's really popping off here. Yeah, that sucks. Sure. Dang. Going big, buddy. Gotta respect it. So black, cast the Stinkweed Imp, swing, because I am here to fight. So I'm probably going to attack like this, and then I'm going to block 2 and take 6 once more. I guess the fact that my opponent drew 8 cards is going to make winning this game slightly difficult. And they also had the Bojuka Bog in the main deck. You're going to fireball me? What is this? 12 mana? 15 mana? Sure, I'll just have 6. You do you, buddy. Okay, they went bottom. Okay, there's a Warped Tusker, so that's just a 6/8 reach that comes with a buddy. They are also playing Crusher. Man, they just have all the monsters. How did you make space for this? And what do you do when you don't hit Tron? That seems like a pretty big deal here, no? Well, I gotta be dredging now because this Zulamog's Crusher is gonna be a bit annoying to deal with. So let's do the... Hold on. I guess I can do this in the correct order. So let's Thrilling Discovery. Yes, I wish you used the ability. Get rid of my Snacker, get rid of my Imp. Unfortunately, I don't get to dredge any times here if I want to get back my Snacker. The Abandoned Attachments is decent. The Basilisk Gate is eventually decent as well. So the white mana goes towards the Sacred Cat. And I do need to do this to play Stinkweed Imp again, because that Imp's going to have to block that Crusher. Play the Cliff Gate. And I will play this one on blue. I can't attack anymore because of the Warped Tusker, so I'm just passing the turn. That Eldrazi spawn is actually very annoying because that's the only thing that would allow my Sacred Cat to go to not deal combat damage. Another Crystal Grotto, sure. Is this another Rush of Knowledge? Okay, you can draw your 8 cards again, friend. You do you. Okay, so you drew the 4th Maelstrom Colossus, going into another Boulder Branch Golem. Yeah, my opponent's doing the thing. They are definitely popping off here. All right, everybody's coming to party. So I guess the Snacker can be sacrificed pretty freely. I'll get rid of a mountain as well. Gain a life. Now it's blocking time. Kill the Crusher. Chump here. I guess I gotta chump somewhere else too. Fine. Yeah, this is not going great. My opponent is definitely popping off very hard. Another Candy Trail, yeah. They went top this time? Scary. Okay, discarding again. Well, I got a Dredge. So I have 3 Snackers in the graveyard, but even though I would love to get them back, if I do that, I might just die. Yeah, I think this is too much now. Because if it wasn't for these 2, I think I would be okay. But I guess now I'm fine conceding. So that sucked. That was... My opponent absolutely wrecked us. I'll bring in the Siege Smashes. Do I want Thraben Charm? Maybe. What do I even want to cut here? The Aurora... I think the Aurora Eidolons might be too cute. Battle Screech seems fine. Raleigh seems fine. I do need to win the game at some point. I need 2 more cuts. Maybe the Sacred Cat, one of them can go. And then what's the other thing? Maybe just cut a cantrip. Cut 1 Abandoned Attachments. Okay, let's try that. Problem is that now I'm going to have to deal with Relic of Progenitus and whatnot. But my opponent had a hell of a hand. I can't really be mad about it. They just drew what they needed and completely crushed us. I would like to play first, yes. Well, I think this hand has a bit of a problem. 7 lands doesn't seem great. Man, what is happening? And Am I gonna have to go to 5 again? No, I can't. I can't do that. I'm not gonna go to 5 again. But it's insane that I drew 7 lands into a hand that just had 4 lands and kind of nothing else. Well, this sneaky snacker might someday see the battlefield, but unless I top deck and abandon attachments or a thrilling discovery next turn, that might be a little hard. Expedition map. Ooh, do I want to get cute with that? I think so. I think my opponent has shown me that their deck is reliant on Tron enough that I'm okay popping the expedition map. But I guess that means I don't get to Gatekeeper next turn. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. So I'll Cliffgate on white, pass the turn. If my opponent just has natural Tron, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be pretty upset. Okay, they don't. I mean, I guess they still could with just a single crop rotation, but we'll see. Okay, so that's not the end of the world just yet. The Lunarch Veteran can be good. Eventually, I'll just go with the Gatekeeper right now. Oh, they just top decked it. Cool. Sure. Okay, Ancient Stirrings is annoying, but not the end of the world. What we got? Pinnacle Q ship? What do you want me to say? Like, what? I had 2 very bad hands, and my opponent's just getting the nuts. Well, sometimes you just do things like this when you're playing Tron, and it is what it is. The deck is not good currently, but if you draw crazy... Like, if you draw hot, you draw hot. Am I gonna get Pinnacle shipped? You're just gonna draw. Okay. Yeah, sure, draw your 8 cards, buddy. Well, maybe I should have brought in the Pyroblasts for that. Nah, that's not true. But this is really rough. Sure, have your relics. I really wouldn't mind drawing a untapped land here so I can Battle Screech. Guess I need to pop this so I can see what they're discarding in case it matters. Okay, it's just a pair of lands. Faithless Looting. Yes, let's do that. Okay, those are good. So I know whatever I dump is gonna get eaten. I can play Lunarch Veteran, hold up Thraben Charm, so I guess the Snacker is going. Unfortunately, that is 3 creatures. It's not the 4 that I would need to kill the Maelstrom Colossus. I don't want to get rid of the Battle Screech because that represents quite a bit of damage next turn. Maybe I just get rid of the Thraben Charm. Yeah, okay. So let's play the Veteran. Opponent's going to take a couple points of damage here. Play the Citadel Gate. I will put this one on black now. Swing for 4. You can take my Thraben Charm. It doesn't matter. They can just eat all of the things. And I guess those 3 points of life also matter. My opponent is going absolutely crazy. Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. But on both games, they were able to go turn 4 Tron, Maelstrom Colossus, and then turn 5, go like Rush of Knowledge, draw a bunch, keep going. And they just mulligan to 6 this time. That was definitely impressive. They have 11 mana currently. That's so much. Drownyard Lurker. Sure. Oh, I guess they can now go Pinnacle Kill Ship. Cool. Yeah, I guess the Eldrazi have that upside. Okay. They are gonna crew the Kill Ship immediately. That's okay. So I need to not die this turn? Is that what you're saying? So the Molten Gatekeeper represents... So the Molten Gatekeeper here is gonna represent 4 points of damage. And a point of life, right? Yeah, so I am gonna bring it back. Oh, I don't get to bring it back. Never mind. Oh, well, it didn't really matter in the end, right? So, do the thing. Oh, it's... No, oh, I'm okay. It's fine. They are gonna have priority, but they are not going to have the mana to pop the relic. It's fine. So, do the Battle Screech thing again. So, my opponent is gonna go down to 12. I am at 10. And then I guess my thing is that I just... As long as I don't die, I can probably kill my opponent next turn. But they have 7 cards in hand. Oh, no! Come on! Alright, I'm dead. Jesus, my opponent had everything. That was insane. Alright, let's go to the next one. Sometimes those things just happen to you. My opponent absolutely crushed this. Alright, welcome to round 2. We are on the play against Alberto R. This is fine. More than fine, it's actually pretty good. So let's go Cliffgate on white, pass the turn. And then I can decide, starting on turn 2, how I want to play. Okay, so it's some sort of blue-black deck. Faithless Looting is probably going to be good eventually, but not right now. I am just going to go the safe route here. Play the Veteran, play the Cliffgate on black. And unfortunately, even though I would love to have the second white, I think I need to make sure I can secure black mana here. Okay. Of course I would draw the Battle Screech as soon as I said that. Let's swing, see if something happens. Snuff out. Okay. Still doesn't really help me. Well, I guess now I can just bring that back? Yeah, let's try it. Oh, okay. So I guess that's still a CMC1 card. Okay, so that didn't work great for us. So it is fairies. All right, so I'm going to go looting here. And I'll get rid of a Stinkweed Imp and probably one of the Scrapwork Mutts. So I have the mana for the Stinkweed Imp next turn. But I would really like to Battle Screech. Am I getting ninja'd? No ninja'd. I'll take a draw first. Okay. Now this is really unfortunate, right? Because we all know what's gonna happen, but I'll still try to do it anyway. Cast this. It's not gonna resolve. It's gonna get hit with a second stutter. Oh, it's Spell Pierce. Rough. I can't pay. Okay. Keep going. I'm sort of fine playing this game. As long as there's no ninja hitting me, I can continue to shove things into counter magic. That's cool. Maybe I start with the Scrapwork Mutt this time. Now let's play right. So play the Veteran. See if I can get a point of life here. Play the Mutt. Counter spell. Okay. Is your hand just... Good God, my opponent is going super aggressive on my stuff. Do you have like a Bojuka Bog that you're sandbagging? Is that what's going on? Because the way they are playing, it makes me feel like they have all the answers and not enough pressure. 4 cards in hand. I would love to resolve this Thrilling Discovery. Absolutely love it. Am I just trying to get a creature in play? I think the Thrilling Discovery is important enough that I'm fine playing in this manner for a few more turns here. Pass. We're both missing land drops. Are you gonna... Okay, so my opponent is at 8 life and I haven't attacked them once. Once. Another island. 3 cards in hand. You're gonna Gurmag? Sure. Okay. 2 mana up. I'm still not gonna Dredge. Finally. And it's a good land because it's untapped. What am I trying to do? Do I just play the Battle Screech? Do I try for the Thrilling Discovery now? If I go for the Thrilling Discovery, I don't really get to do anything else. My opponent only has 2 cards in hand. It's sort of close. I'll try for the Battle Screech line. I guess I messed up. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I have the thing. Okay, sure. Yeah, the Gurmag is a big problem here because the clock shortened from 16 turns to 3. Ooh, there's a Murmuring Mystic as well? That sucks. All right. Yeah, that was 3 snuff outs, huh? I guess I got a Dredge now, even if I don't want to. So there's a Veteran in my graveyard, but I think that is not great. I think I try to get lucky. So let's red-white, cast Thrilling Discovery. Oh, I get my Eidolon back. That's true. Yes. So discard. Yes, I do wish to use the ability. Discard. This card. And then no. I get 3 Snackers back. And I hit an untapped land for my friend, the Stinkweed Imp. Okay. We're doing things. I don't love the Murmuring Mystic over there because I'm never going to kill that thing. But who knows? Maybe we can accomplish something cool here. No cards in hand. I'm going to take 7 down to 5. That's rough. Okay. I mean, I'm here, so might as well. Sacred Cat is good. I can have 6 mana this turn. I can actually have a bunch of Sacred Cats here. And this is the turn where I start blocking. So I do want to have access to the Lunarch Veteran. Luminous Phantom. I can play one more thing and play the Stinkweed Imp. So let's go with the Sacred Cat. Land, play my buddy the Imp once more. Okay, alright. As long as I don't get hit with something dumb like a main deck Suffocating Fumes or whatever, I think I'm fine. No! Cantrip is exactly what I don't want. I think the Murmuring Mystic might do me in. Because over the course, unless my opponent completely bricks here, I think over the course of the game, the Murmuring Mystic is gonna do so much. And you found the Augur to clear your thing. Okay. Honestly, I think my best draw here is to just find... What? What? Why would you concede? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't think that makes any sense. You just... Okay, whatever. My opponent made their choice. Time to make ours. So let's bring in the Thraben Charms. Unfortunately, I don't think the Rally the Peasants is going to be great here. Sacred Cat is very good against removal decks. Gatekeeper is good. Stinkweed is obviously good. Battle Screech, good. I need 5 cuts. I don't think Scrapwork Mutt's gonna go great. I need 2 more cuts. This is a grindy matchup, so maybe I cut a looting. Honestly, maybe I cut 2 lootings. Yeah, let's try it like this. I could bring in Fairy Macabre, I could bring in Siege Smash and things like that. I don't think that that is what the game is gonna be about. I think the game is just about stopping my opponent's initial onslaught and then stabilizing and grinding them out. Much better. I'll keep 1 Imp and the 2 Blasts. Love land into nothing. That's what I want to see. Ooh, that's fun. I don't think I play that just yet. I am going to play this on black, though, because having the ability to cast the Stinkweed Imp in this matchup is super important. Relic of Progenitus. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know how much it changes my game plan, but it is good to know about it. Am I interested in holding up a Blast? Probably. I'll just play the Sacred Cat. I don't have something like a Battle Screech in hand to make me super concerned about having 4 mana on turn 4. Lorien Revealed. I imagine this is an Aquifer. Indeed it is. Okay. Swing. Get my point of damage in. Honestly, I think I'll just play the Citadel Gate. I already have 1 red. Do I need this? Maybe I should have played the Heap Gate, because I could have made a treasure. I don't know. So I already have a black. I already have 2 white. Maybe this goes on blue. Yeah, I think this one goes on blue. It's not the most efficient thing in regards to my mana, but this is a game that gets to go long enough where maybe something like hard casting the Snackers comes into play. Nice, that is very good. Play the Heap Gate, attack. And I was going to play the Stinkweed Imp, but I'm pretty sure now... don't love that for me. Because there's a lot of things that my opponent could have that would be pretty bad. I guess it is what it is. With 5 cards in hand, I don't want them to ninjutsu this. So I guess I'll try to fight it, even though I know that I am probably going to lose this. That's just a straight counterspell. Okay, that resolves. Try again? If that was good enough for a counterspell, I'm more than happy to try again. Sure. Okay. Again, like, that's... Obviously, it's not amazing for me, but I'm fine with this. Is your hand like... Okay, no, that's actually fine. Is your hand like a pair of ninjas, and that's why you're worried? Well, red, white, Thrilling Discovery. Use the ability. Yes, I will get rid of an Imp, and I will get rid of a Gatekeeper. So I already took a draw. I will dredge once. Sure. And I wanted to dredge once because I wanted... I guess I'll do this now so they don't get a priority window to pop my graveyard. I wanted to do that there because now I have a bunch of nonsense in my graveyard that I can start using to get some advantage. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. For my opponent to be forced to crack their Relic early. The pair of Gatekeepers over there didn't make much of a difference at all. Yeah, okay, snuff out on my dude. Sure. I guess now it's time for the ninja that it's very likely you have. Oh, it's Okiba Gang? Sure. Okay, I'll discard its Stinkweed Imp and a Faithless Looting. Alright. Yeah, I'll dredge that. Let's go for black. I guess I can't hold up... Oh, wait. Untap. Black. I I can't currently hold up the thing. I'll just keep swinging with my Sacred Cat. And I would like my Stinkweed Imp to be able to block the Okiba, but in the case it is not, I will just chump block with a Sacred Cat. I'm fine with that. And I am just packing away at my opponent here with this Sacred Cat. I believe this is my second Basilisk Gate that I lose. Yes, so I only have a couple more in the deck. 2 mana? Okay, don't love that, but okay. Oh, and a Snuff Out. Okay, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie, that part is pretty bad, because I lose 2 cards again here. I mean, I'll keep dredging. Okay, so I dredged 4 mana, and that's a 3rd Basilisk Gate. Again, don't love that for me. Swing again. My opponent is at 7, and I do have a Molten Gatekeeper in my graveyard, and a Lunarch Veteran. Alright, pass the turn. Is this the Murmuring Mystic from last time? It is indeed. Sure. Yeah, I'll block. I don't even care about the discard, of course, because I don't have cards in hand. But I do think I just want to get rid of that thing. I am not going to dredge here. Well, I guess, you know. So, actually I have a single black source. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. So if I Faithless Looting, I get to draw a couple cards. I do have a Battle Screech, but I only have 1 Lunarch Veteran in my graveyard right now. Oh well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. See if my opponent's got something here. Spell Pierce, Dispel, Blue Blast. What is it? Hydroblast. Rough. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can do about that. Alright, on we go. So attacking Hardcast Lorien Revealed is very bad also. Don't love that for me. Sure, the bird can start attacking. Yeah, unfortunately I do think I need to dredge. Alright. So, Lunarch Veteran, Battle Screech. Okay, alright, that's cool. I have a small army of flyers. Incoming Suffocating Fumes. Arms of Hadar. To absolutely wreck my day. Gurmag Angler I don't care about. I don't think my opponent can attack. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, I think I just start. Yeah, I think I just start here. Let's gate up the cat. You got a cast down? Sure. That's okay. Cat dies, I gain 2 life. You get a bird, yes. Bring cat back. Alright, pass the turn. You can swing. Feel free. Take 7. Ninjutsu, a bird. Okay. I guess that could have been a reason to block. Maybe I should have thought about it. This is a really... Ooh, fun. This is a really weird list, I feel like. So, if my Battle Screech resolves, it's obviously nuts. I guess I'll just try for it, and we can see how that goes. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. So I don't really get to attack and for... Oh no, I get to Battle Screech immediately. That's true. Oh, so that was actually a really good choice by me. Congratulations, me. Okay. So my opponent's gonna go down to 5. I got another pair of birds. No point in swinging. Oh no, I guess there is some point in swinging. Maybe they don't want to block with the Mystic. Maybe I'll kill a bird. Yeah, alright, they got it. Sure. Oh, I gained 2 more life. That's a cute interaction that I had never thought of. You can have a bird. So I'll gain 2, take 5. Okay, Sacred Cat is decent. I guess I start with the pump on the Sacred Cat. Swing. Am I just gaining 5? Okay, cool. Play cat. Alright, you kill it. I'll bring it back next turn. 2 cards in hand. I'll actually get a little cute here. Let's see if it works. I don't mind losing 2 birds for a ninja. Oh, there wasn't even a removal spell there. Dang. Alright. 2 cards in hand for opponent. That is excellent. I think I'm just gonna continue with the cat plan. Very fortunate that I have exactly 5 gates. Heap Gate, hero of the day. Try Sacred Cat again. Okay, it resolved this time. Cool. I don't know if I needed to do that. Maybe I should have kept it for Gatekeeper. Okay. Draw your 3. Yeah, my opponent feels like they can't attack anymore. I agree with that. Well, since they are not attacking, I don't think I'll be attacking either. I'll just play my Molten Gatekeeper. Counterspell? Okay, that doesn't do anything. You just have 2 fairies. Okay, sure. Pass the turn. Yeah, I had a feeling that was bound to happen, right? Okay, good news, I'm gonna gain infinite life here. Bad news, everything else. I guess infinite life was 8 life. Okay. Oh, I should have blocked the Murmuring Mist. Oh, no, I couldn't, because it's an 0-1. And they have the Hydro. Okay, that's pretty tough. When it has 2 cards in hand. Is this a sneaky snacker? Bring back Eidolon? But bringing back the Eidolons doesn't even do anything. I needed to draw either lands or a rummaging spell. Yeah, well, I guess we are at the play Stinkweed Imp portion again. I do have to be a little careful, not only with my life total, I guess I can block a stutter first. 2 cards in hand, huh? Lunarch Veteran is also good. Oh, but I don't have triple white. So, Gatekeeper here could be 2 damage, because Gatekeeper, Veteran... No, because I have 2... Yeah, I have 2 colorless lands in play currently. So that doesn't work. What if I just play the Veteran? Now, try for the Snacker. Oh, no, I shouldn't have played Snacker. I should have played Stinkweed Imp. Okay. Yeah, I didn't love my sequencing there. Snacker doesn't do a whole lot, it just dies. Should have been the other Stinkweed Imp for sure. Okay, yeah. Suffocating Fumes kills me here. Well, my opponent came in hot that game. So, anything that I want to reconsider? The Siege Smashes are not even the most important thing, I just need to be a little worried about the board wipes, honestly. I guess the Aurora Eidolon weren't great. Guess I'll cut 1, bring the Rally the Peasants back in. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna retry it. I don't think I want Prismatic Strands. The Murmuring Mystic is a really annoying card to have to deal with. This is fine. This is a turn 2 snacker if everything goes according to plan. And all the other cards in my hand are also decent. Okay, opponent capped on 6. Let's put this on black, pass the turn. Play an Aquifer. No Aquifer. Basilisk Gate. Yeah, I think I still go for the Thrilling Discovery here. Yeah. Brainstorm. Okay. Hopefully my opponent gets Brainstorm locked. They didn't. They found an Aquifer. Congratulations to them. Can I draw another Thrilling Discovery? No, but that is also good. So, I guess I do this first. Cool. Yeah, I'll put the Snackers in the graveyard. Play Veteran, play Basilisk Gate, pass the turn. Okay. Rough. Sure. I mean, it is what it is. Of course, I knew that was a thing, but Bojuka Bog is the worst possibility. Because if my opponent had just gone with something like play a Relic, I would be 100% okay with that. I just put the Faithless Looting on the stack, and then my opponent has to decide what they want to do. The turn 1 Brainstorm really messed me here. Because I don't have a snacker in play to start clocking my opponent somewhat fast. Take a draw. That's cool. Swing. Do I even want to do anything? I think not. If my opponent has Arms of Hadar, you can cast it. Yeah, seems like my opponent's also just going to be hanging back for a bit. Okay. Swing for 1. Play a Sacred Cat. Replace that creature you have just killed. Another Lorien revealed. Alright. Do you have a Relic? Gurmag. Alright. Gurmag with 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it back. Replay the Stinkweed Imp. Gain another life. I'll just pass the turn again. That felt like a weird cast down on the Stinkweed Imp. I guess it traded for something. Thorn. Okay. You can become the Monarch. That's fine. Yes, you can take your draw. Cool, that's very cool. Let's go to combat and see what happens. So I swing here. My opponent has a removal. My Stinkweed Imp, unfortunately, is going to die. Yeah, whatever. Swing. Sure, so in response, let's Thraben Charm the Gurmag Angler. So Gurmag dies. Cast down kills my Stinkweed Imp. I don't have the correct colors of mana, so I just gotta pass the turn. Interesting. Block. Hard cast Ninja of the Deep Hours. No. Okay. I don't think I want to dredge. Is that true? No, I do think I want to dredge. Okay. Attack. Don't love that. Okay. I think I need to start getting some value from my graveyard before the next thing comes down. So let's get a Luminous Phantom back. Brainstorm, okay. By the way, that's all 4 Sacred Cats. Yeah, well, I'm not blocking this time. The Monarch keeps doing its thing. Take my draw. That's not great either. Swing. Don't love that. Okay, that resolves. Try to kill it. That's so... if they have a removal spell, it's so bad. I guess if they had a removal spell, they would have just shot it, right? So they probably have counter magic. But I am making choices here. No! No! Why? All interactions. Tough. Oh, I shouldn't have always yielded to that. I think I'm dead now. They got to trade. I lose my thing. That's very rough. I need to draw lands so I have a shot. I mean, I guess this is good as well because it's a thing that I can just put in play. Get a cat. Hard cast Snuff Out. Sure. Can my opponent draw 2 lands in a row? That's all that I'm asking for. I hate that for me. The relic here sucks. The stutter can attack. Sacred Cat. I mean, I guess I can pump Sacred Cat with the Basilisk Gate. Attack with the cat. They are going to trade. Sure. Play the veteran. This is a grindy game, guys. Good lord. Okay, they're attacking. Sure. Did you find a ninja? Come on. My opponent is drawing so hot. I mean, I guess it's really tough now because they're going to have 3 draws this turn. And they weren't breaking before when they were just drawing 2 cards. Now that they're drawing 3, yeah, well, I guess that helps, right? But they have 5 cards in hand. Attack. Try to do this. Sure. I guess you should have waited for me to attack. No, I'm still swinging. Yeah. Come on. Is that all the stutters? No, it's only 3 of them. There's still 1 more. Yeah, the Monarchy is definitely what derailed this game. That and the fact that my mana sucks. Yeah, I guess I dredge. Battle Screech, Veteran. But yeah, I only have 1 colored source. Yeah, I think this game is over. That's unfortunate. I thought I was actually going to be pretty well equipped for that match, but apparently not. That was tough. We are now 0-2. Let's go to round number 3. All right, welcome back to round number 3. We are here on the draw against K1X. So this hand has a lot of problems. I'm gonna keep it in the hopes that my turn 2 abandoned attachments with a snacker is going to be good enough for us to maybe survive the game. But I am on a mono-colored hand. I am missing land drops, I'm missing colors. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think I definitely need to work more on the mana base. I think I should have some creatures, cycle creatures, I mean, in the deck, probably. Okay, so that was an island. Nice. Thank you, deck. Cliffgate is excellent here. I'm pretty sure we're playing against Terror because they had an upkeep stop. I think... Well, I will play the Basilisk Gate, and I think I'm just going to immediately go for an Abandoned Attachments, because I'm only afraid of Afraid. It's not even afraid. The only card I don't want to see is Spell Pierce. Well, I guess that counts as well. Sure. Dispel is also good. Yes, seems to be Blue-Black Terror, or maybe a Blue-Black Control deck. So if my first thing didn't resolve, I think I wait to try this. I'll just play a Molten Gatekeeper. Counterspell, sure. That's fine. I have another one of those. And it's just another passing of the turn. Not finding a land here is pretty annoying. And I can't double spell. So I guess I'm just gonna try to stick one of these again. Okay, so I made the correct choice. That's fine. Do you just have mono counter spells? What is happening over there? Is it now the time for me to start doing the thing? 3 cards in hand. Yeah, well, let's try it. Thrilling Discovery. Nice. Yes, I would love to use the ability. Give me my draws, give me my snackers. Oh, I didn't draw a land. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Well, at least I have my snackers in play now. Oh, seems like my opponent is very flooded here. Land. Thank you. Hit for 4. I'll save the thrilling discovery for when my snackers die, if they die, actually. And I think I'll just... Oh, I don't have black. Tough. So maybe I just go with thrilling discovery again. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going with this. So I already took a draw, so I can dredge once to try to hit the fourth snacker. No. No. Bring my third snacker, play the Citadel Gate, put it on black. Pass the turn. The Aurora Eidolon is decent here. I get to use that for some value. Augur of Bolas. Maybe it is Blue Black Fae again? Oh, it missed. Nice. No, I don't really want to do that. Nice. Battle Screech is good too. Swing for 6. Yeah, not gonna lie, that kind of hurts. Okay. Snackers are gone. Try for Abandoned Attachments. No! No! Alright. I didn't love that. That did not make me feel good. Lunarch Veteran. Sacred Cat. Dang. They did have Fumes into Counterspell. That's pretty tough. No attacks. Good. I'm still fine not doing that. So I can just try to punch through. They already played a million counterspells, right? I think I'll try for the Battle Screech. Nice. That just resolved. The Fumes is already gone. I'll just redo it. And I'm just gonna fully have the intention of overpowering my opponent through the air. If they have a second Suffocating Fumes in the main deck, it is what it is. Abandoned Attachments is obviously good. Send in the Air Force. Not the two of you. You get to hang back. Take 4. Let's do the Abandoned Attachments thing. See if it works this time. Nice. My opponent concedes because I would have gotten the Snackers back and all hell would have broken loose. That's cool. Okay. Red Blasts. In. Thraben Charm. Probably in. It's just the same match as last time. What did I do? I think I cut like an Aurora Eidolon. I think I cut the Faithless Lootings. Again, they are good, but they are card disadvantage, and that hurts. I think it was the Scrapwork Mutts too, right? Yeah. I guess I'll cut the second Aurora Eidolon, and I'll keep another Looting in this time. Okay, this deck is really fun to play. It is really different from everything else. The fact that you're not super worried about... I mean, of course Graveyard Hate hurts you, because the Graveyard is your way of generating card advantage, but... I think I like how the deck feels. Let's just try to do that again. Maybe I do need some sort of Electrickery type of thing. There's also Elves that Electrickery would be good against. Maybe it could come in place of something in the sideboard. Maybe I don't need the Fairy Macabres. Honestly, maybe I don't need the Thraben Charms. Just try to play off of Fairy Macabre and Prismatic Strands. Could be good. Alright. Round 2. Or rather... round 3, game 2. This doesn't do anything. I guess I'll mulligan and I'll try to... So, I have 2 draws to try to find another land. I'll keep... I think I'll get rid of the Molten Gatekeeper. I'll keep in the hopes that I hit a land. And again, even if I miss a little... Okay, that is a problem. I was gonna say, if I miss a little bit, I think I'm okay. But the turn 1 Fairy Seer, if it goes into a turn 2 Ninja, can hurt. Okay, they went bottom. That is good for us. Nice! Thank you, deck. I am gonna go for white here. You can swing. Come at me, bro. Okay, Relic, sure. Relic is not the end of the world. So, Thrilling Discovery doesn't do anything right now. I guess I'm just gonna go for a Sacred Cat. My opponent does not have black yet. And I get to hold up a Red Blast. Lorien. Yep. There's the Aquifer. Okay. I'm fine with an attack. Can I draw another land? Please. Land. No land. No land, no fun. I guess I'm missing a land drop here. At the very least, I'm winning the race. Yeah, I'll miss the land drop. There's so much stuff that can hit me there. Dispel, Spell Pierce, Red, Blue Blast. All of those things are pretty annoying. Moon Circuit Hacker. Really? So, unfortunately, Thraben Charm gets super blown out here. I will just try to kill it. And then we'll see what my opponent has. Oh, it just worked. Dang. Was not expecting that to just work. Okay. Replay the Fairy Seer. Oh, you're still in combat, buddy. Yep. Okay. So does that mean I'm in the clear? Kind of tough to know. I'll try to cast this. Okay. I think I'll get rid of the Thraben Charm. Come on, Deck. Yeah, I definitely need to touch up the mana base here. Things are not great. I mean, as long as we are on this sort of dynamic, it's not good, but it's not the end of the world. Try again. It worked last time. Not this time. Sure. Good news is that my opponent has 2 cards in hand and they have no source of card advantage and they are not winning the race. Bad news is that I have 2 lands. But as soon as I start... Okay, ponder. As soon as I get to start something, I feel like I get to take over the game. Because even Faithless Looting and the like can be pretty good here. I don't know if I should have 20 lands. I think that might be one of the ways that it would be better. Maybe the Eidolon package is not good enough. Maybe the Eidolon package is not ideal, right? Attack. Okay, my opponent just took it. Let's try the Faithless Looting. Help! Okay, I mean, I'm doing what I can here, but seems like I'm swimming upstream. Yeah, my opponent is extremely flooded. Poor guy. Lorien is gonna help. Not Lorien? Yeah, it is. Why did you have to do the thing? I don't get it. Take a draw. Jesus. Okay. Guess I'll attack first. Opponent gonna take 2. I mean, I'll keep trying to do my thing. Get my Eidolon back. It's a miracle. I'll discard a Snacker. Something has resolved. Okay, at least I found a land. You gonna pop your relic now? If you were gonna pop the relic, you probably should have... No, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. Okay, they're not gonna pop the relic. I honestly don't care. I think the relic is fine against me, but it's not an end-all be-all. Fairy Miscreant. Okay. The Pharisee keeps coming in. I respect it. Okay. Things are starting to look up. Attack. We gonna trade. Okay, so my Fairy Macabre already drew a card by trading there. I don't mind the Relic of Progenitus shenanigans. I guess I'll try to do it now. Oh, yeah, no, I gotta try to counter it, not kill it. If they got another one, yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's obviously good, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so they did find a pair of Spell Stutter Sprites. Impressive. And those both trade 2 for 1. I don't have black. I'll take a black now. And there's a cast down. Strong. Pretty strong. And there's a Fairy Seer. Okay, so I want their last cards to not be ninjas. They went top bottom. Did you find a ninja in the top? Feels like you did. Rough. Okay, so if it is a ninja... Oh, it was not a ninja. Good. So let's go white, papa, Battle Screech. I'll fight back. Okay. So this is... Oh, it's not... Oh, it's double counterspell. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'm swinging. I'm not gonna stay back and block. Okay. Dang. Counterspell. Tough beats, brother. Honestly, I think this Aurora Eidolon is just gonna come down. Wait, I guess I start with a cat, right? Kitty cat, gain my life, play my Eidolon. Classic 4-mana 2/2, no text. Just so I can Battle Screech. No! Spell Stutter Sprite. You top decked it? Dang, son. Yeah, my boy here doing the Lord's work. Countering Aurora Eidolons. Okay, can we stop? Can you whiff one turn, please? Pretty please. Pretty please. A Cliffgate's not gonna help me a ton. Swing. Down to 8. I'll cast Mr. Gatekeeper. And even though it is pretty unfortunate, I think I need to play this. So, okay, look. I'm not gonna play it, but if I top deck a Snacker, it's really unfortunate that I didn't play it. Because if I top deck a Snacker, I would have been able to cast Snacker, immediately cast Aurora Eidolon, immediately cast Battle Screech. But, let's see what we draw. Okay, it's just another Cliffgate. Swing again. Okay, opponent is down to 4. Play the Cliffgate, put it on blue. Pass the turn. So we are both on 2-turn clocks. Down to 3. Yeah, I think I'm dead. If they have any removal, any sort of whatever, I'm dead here. Removal on the Sacred Cat, removal on the Gatekeeper. That is obviously a worst case scenario. I block, I take 4. Yeah. Tough. Yeah, I'm dead. All right, match tied. Let's try again. Unfortunate. I needed to not break there. But I bricked, I think, 3 turns in a row because I drew Cliffgate, Mountain. I needed to draw something that did something there. Tough. It is what it is. My opponent drew very well. So that also is part of it. But I'm definitely feeling the Suffocating Fumes style cards. Do I want this? The Siege Smashes? Maybe I want them. What if I bring in a couple of them? Let's cut the Raleigh. Let's bring in some Siege Smashes. See how I feel about it. Because they can be just an aggressive piece. Don't love the hand, but I don't think I got to mulligan. I think I just pray. My opponent kept 7-2. Okay. I think I just pray that I find a Thrilling Discovery or something along those lines off of the top. That's not what I wanted to see. Sure. Fairy Seer. With a mana up, I'll let it resolve. Top, bottom. Okay. Try to kill it. Okay. So close, but so far. Yeah, maybe this hand was not a keep. And maybe it was a mulligan. Okay. I mean, pass the turn. I'll try to fight it. But it's 90% sure they're gonna have an answer. Tough. Real tough. I think I'm gonna lose this game because I didn't mulligan that starting hand. And we can see the cost of Basilisk Gates here. Oh, deck. Really? Alright. I feel like I'm dead here. With my opponent drawing 2 cards a turn and we not being able to cast anything, I think we'll concede pretty soon. So now they're holding up Stutter for 3. They drew a card. They found a thing. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna call it quits here. That loss was definitely on me, and we are now 0-3. Really unfortunate. I am not enjoying how the league is going this time. I do think I messed up the mana base considerably in building this deck, so I think I just got too greedy with my choices. Well, I'm gonna go to round number 4. I will finish the league, and then at the end we can talk more about what I think. Alright, welcome back to round number 4. We are here on the play against Siward. Let's see if we can turn this around. I mean, not turn it around. Yeah, I have 2 colorless lands. Maybe not turn it around, but at least score a little bit. So this is a hand that requires a rummage effect anyway. So I think if that is the case, I am going to keep it, and I'm going to get rid of the Aurora Eidolon. I think the only situation where I would maybe keep the Eidolon instead of the Snacker was if I knew I was playing against a Refurbished Familiar deck, because in that case, having the Eidolon probably is more value over time than keeping the Snacker. But I know that's likely to not be the... I mean, I don't know, but even if we are playing against a Refurbished Familiar deck, it's not the end of the world. But the Basilisk Gates definitely hurt the mana base a bit here. Abandon Attachments. Did not get it. So now I am in a bit of a conundrum because I really don't have anything that I can cast. And I guess that is a thing that I need to consider when I'm playing this deck. How do I want to make sure the mana base is consistent enough? I'm not even talking about make the mana base great or anything, just consistent. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I'm gonna attack Because if they have a Brine Barrow Intruder or something along those lines, I at least can bring back my Lunarch Veteran as a flyer. Yeah, I think I definitely screwed up the mana base here quite a bit. They snapped my Veteran, huh? Okay, that doesn't seem amazing. There's no ninjas or anything. Yeah, maybe the Basilisk Gates should be in the deck as spells, honestly. Okay. I know this might seem early, but I'm just going to concede this one and go to the next. Just because I think I started off badly. Ribbon Charm, Prismatic Strands. Probably just want the Red Blast. Cut the Raleigh. Sacred Cat's fine. Veteran's fine. Probably get rid of the Eidolons. I'll keep one. So I know the concession there might seem early, but I think already on a mulligan to 6 as I was, and in a situation where they definitely had a Spell Stutter sprite, I think I'm okay just going to the next one and making sure I keep a hand that plays the game. So, this hand is, again, not amazing, but I am going to keep it because I get to go Scrapwork Mutt on 2, get rid of the Eidolon or the Snacker. But we can see the price of having these colorless lands in a mana base that definitely wants as many colored pips as we can get. Opponent, please get rid of the upkeep stop. Come on. Opponent is clearly doing something else. Alright, finally. So, Cliffgate on white. Pass the turn. Let's see what our opponent's gonna go with. Alright, just an island. Fine. Look, if you're a person who plays on Magic Online, either like place your stops in the places where you really want them, like in turn phases, or if you are the kind of person who wants to have control at every step of the game, which I understand and it is fine, but at least be on your computer for it. Okay, the second land there is very good. I am just gonna go with the Scrapwork Mutt first. Get rid of a Snacker, take a redraw, nice. Okay, opponent didn't do anything on their first turn, hasn't done anything on their second turn either. The Faithless Looting here is pretty good. I would like for that to resolve so I can get my Snacker back, as well as get rid of this Aurora Eidolon. Swing. Okay. Damage has been taken. Now, let's... The Heap Gate here is a little weird. I guess it doesn't matter in which order I do the things, right? So let's play the Sacred Cat. Nice. Okay, so Sacred Cat's gonna get eaten here. That's fine. Play the Plains, make a red off of the Heap Gate, Faithless Looting, draw a couple cards, get rid of an Aurora Eidolon, and honestly, probably another Sacred Cat. Snacker backer, pass the turn, F6 on my opponents. You got a Ninja, Moon Circuit Hacker, sure. So they're holding up Stutter still, that's fine. Oh, that's it? Okay. One, white, could play the Mutt. Sure. Let's attack. Hit for 4. And I'm just gonna play smart here. Cat. Sure. That doesn't work. I'm not casting the Sacred Cat from my graveyard. So that's fine. So now I get to resolve the Scrapwork Mutt that I might have not cast otherwise. Okay, so maybe my opponent is just new to Magic Online. I'm just gonna discard the Faithless Looting. That's cool. Love that for me. I will put this on black. Moving forward. Battle Screech is just such a beating against this deck. Oh, you're still coming in? Sure. Trade? Okay, sure. Fairy Miscreant. Alright, so play the Basilisk Gate. Let's gate up the Scrapwork Mutt. Attack? Hit you for 10? Sure. I'll trade. I'll take that trade any day. Second main phase, let's get the cat back. I feel like this is gonna go pretty well for me now. Dude, we went through this. Are you just casting the sprites to cast them? Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take 2. Sure, I'll take 3. You can have a draw. Oh, dang. Look at them ninjas go. Pretty good. Lunarch Veteran, sure. So I guess I cast that first. See if my opponent bites. They don't, because they know that otherwise they are dead. Unfortunately, I am 1 point of damage off. 1, 2. Maybe I shouldn't have cast the Veteran. I'm just going to attack, put my opponent down to 3, I imagine. I mean, 3 if they block. They might not even want to block. Swing. Sure. Okay. Play a land. Birds. Yep. So that was pretty easy, honestly. Anything that I want to change here on the draw? I think I'm good. Maybe this deck should have like a singleton Aurora Eidolon, just as a thing that sometimes gives you a little bit extra fuel. I don't know. I already know that I messed up the mana base, and I was thinking that my sideboard could definitely be, pardon me, my sideboard could definitely be better structured. But that's the thing with playing newer decks, right? Sometimes you're trying to do something and you honestly have no idea if it's gonna work. So, again, we have the singleton colorless land. All right, fine. This is a hand that I am absolutely okay keeping. I think that for the sake of variety, I get rid of one Sacred Cat. And I am probably going to go Cliffgate on one. No, I think I'm actually going to go Citadel Gate and already put it on black. Opponent has capped 7. Top. Dang. Wouldn't it be nice if I could play my game? Thrilling Discovery. That is gonna be good. No, I put it on blue. Whoops. That's rough. That was definitely a misclick on my end. Putting it on blue is not completely useless, but in this matchup, I definitely wanted that on black. Because now I might need to Cliffgate on black, so I have access to Stinkweed Imp, and that sort of throws my whole thing off. Unfortunate. Okay. Big Ninja is rough. I'll probably just be chump blocking here this turn. Play the Cliffgate, put it on black because of my previous mistake. Sacred Cat. Sacred Cat is just going to be a chump blocker here. Depending on what my opponent does here, I might just play the Molten Gatekeeper. If you have watched my previous videos on Dredge, you know that I am a big fan of Molten Gatekeeper as just a chump blocker. Nah, not a chump blocker, like a wall type of card. A thing that you can just deploy against the Fae, and it stonewalls them pretty significantly. With that said, since I am the one being attacked here, I am going to play the Stinkweed Imp just because it doesn't get hit with Blue Blast. I can still get counterspelled here and all that stuff, sure. Snap and etc. But I am fine playing the Stinkweed Imp first. Oh, okay. Sure, that's fine. Yep, okay. If you were going to do that anyway, why didn't you attack with the Fairy Seer? Off one mind. All right. Opponent gets to reload a bit. I am just going to be dredging here pretty aggressively. I have my 4th land drop, thankfully. I have a Thrilling Discovery if I start hitting enough of the things that I need from the graveyard. Dredge. Let's see what we get. We have a Snacker, and that's basically it. Not great. Let's deploy our little stinky friend once again. Deploy the Citadel Gate, put it on red, and I am fine with my colors now. Snap is really rough because they get to keep redrawing off of the ninja. I already have 6th. Snap is the card I didn't want to see there. Another ninja here is also very rough. Didn't want to see you either. Well, it is what it is. We know what we are here to do, and we are here to cast Stinkweed Imps and try to grind my opponent. Tough. Yep. The second ninja of the Deep Hours is the real problem here. The first one, I can play around it for a bit, but the second ninja is so annoying overall. So I'm going to take 2 more damage here. My opponent gets to draw another card. Oh, rough. Okay. Oops, all ninjas. 7 cards in hand. Yikes. I think I take a draw since I have the other Stinkweed Imp in hand. Maybe that wasn't correct. Maybe I just want to dredge, try to hit more snackers, and then eventually try to resolve one of these things. So, Spell Stutter is really bad news. Unfortunately, I think this game has gotten away from us. I'll play a Gatekeeper, but the Gatekeeper can get hit with any of their interaction pieces. Yep, there's the Hydroblast. And I'm fine conceding here. Really unfortunate. I think we have a pretty good matchup there overall, but as with the rest of the things, I think it's very clear that we are losing mostly because our own deck has been built badly. Good God, I just saw that Vixen has 10 trophies. What is up with that? Insane that they got 10 trophies. Good Lord. So I'm going to go to the last round here, and I'm just going to try to at least put a win on the board. But I think I I already know about the mistakes I made in this list, so I'm going to do my best to try and correct them for next time. All right, let's try to redeem ourselves. We are here on the last round against Nitrox 18. Mulligan. Keep. This one's pretty good. I'll keep. Thrilling Discovery is just such a banger in this deck that I think I'm just going to get rid of the Scrapwork Mutt. Cliffgate, put it on white. Ooh! Oh, it's black. But I thought we were going to play against the Naya Gates deck that's been making the rounds. Unfortunately, we are not. Let's Thrilling Discovery, get rid of Snacker, get rid of a Sacred Cat. Okay, that's fine. Not great, but fine. I get to go super deep with Dredge if I... Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I thought I was playing against Pestilence or Black Fog or something. So is this like a Jund thing? Okay, color me intrigued. Let's see if our opponent has read their creature. They're so smart. Okay, Thrilling Discovery again. Wish to use the ability. Get rid of our dudes. So I took a draw. Let's dredge once. Aurora Eidolon, Battle Screech. I think I'm fine dredging again. Okay. Play the Cliffgate. So there's another Snacker. There's some looting. The Sacred Cat. Okay. So I have all the red I could ever want. I will take a single black here. Pass the turn. So next up I can go Gatekeeper into Sacred Cat, likely. Another Arboreal Grazer. Okay, I'm intrigued. So it's some sort of like Jund Gates thing. Ooh, double Basilisk Gate is scary. Oh, and we're just gonna go for... It's turn 3 and I'm getting hit for 5. Dang. Okay. So I guess I need to set up some blockers here. Honestly, the Snacker can just be a blocker. Play the Heap Gate. I think I'm just going to go for the Molten Gatekeeper into Sacred Cat. And then we can see what my opponent's gonna want to do. I wasn't ready for the double Arboreal Grazer, double Basilisk Gate, attack you for 5 on turn 3. That was actually impressive. So they can clock us very fast. But if we can find a Basilisk Gate, we have Lifelinkers. I also just have the Stinkweed Imps that I'm going to start deploying next turn. Yeah, seems like they are just going to go for the old Basilisk Gate Arboreal Grazer beatdown plan. Okay. I think I'm fine taking 6. Okay, another Citadel Gate is good. So I do want to play one Stinkweed Imp, which would only leave me with 1 mana. Yes, I can do it like this. So play the Lunarch Veteran, play the Imp, gain a life, swing for 3, gain a life, play the other Citadel Gate. I already have the Thrilling Discovery. I'll just... why not? I'll just put it on blue. I have the luxury of doing that. So even though the Basilisk Gate beatdown plan is very strong, it does mean that they are going to be using most of their mana. Sure, I'll get rid of a Lunarch Veteran. The 3rd gate. Dang, son. All right. Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Sure, that's fun. So it's like a Jund Gate self-bounce build. That's cool. Yeah, I'll just get rid of a Molten Gatekeeper. Take a draw. Let's kick it off with the Thrilling Discovery. Get my Aurora Eidolon back. Yes. Gonna discard an Imp and another Aurora Eidolon. So I took a draw, dredge once, get a couple Snackers back, replay the trusty Stinkweed Imp, play Cliffgate. I'll just put it on white. No point in attacking right now. 2 Aurora Eidolons in my graveyard is pretty good. Wasn't there a Battle Screech? No. Oh no, yeah, there is a Battle Screech. So I can't do that now, but I can do that soon. Eviscerator's inside, that's fine. That's just a draw 2. That sacrifices one of their bodies, actually. Gate Creeper Vine, I imagine that was going to be there for the Basilisk Gates. I guess I need to be a little concerned if they are playing something like Rite of Consumption Fling. They just took a forest. Okay. Rumble. Marauder, a couple lands, and an Ichor Drinker. Ichor Drinker is a cool card that I have thought about playing too. Oh, they took it. So this is a 1-mana 1/1 lifelinker that you can exile from your graveyard to incubate 2. It's basically like a black Sacred Cat in a way, but it's pretty good that they're playing that. So I can deal quite a bit of damage to my opponent here. I have 6 mana. So 3, 4, 5, 6, but then I don't have the... Okay, so alternatively, I can get 2 Molten Gatekeepers. That leaves me with 4 mana. And then I get like a veteran, another veteran, the Battle Screech. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going with. So play the Gatekeeper from the graveyard, Gatekeeper from the graveyard, play the veteran from hand. Opponent takes 2. Play the Sacred Cat from the graveyard. Opponent takes 2. Play the other veteran from the graveyard. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not really gonna do the math here, but I think my opponent might be dead. I guess we'll find out together. Scrapwork Mutt, 1 billion triggers go on the stack. I'll just discard this Faithless Looting. Sure. Battle Screech. Tap my boys. Opponent gonna take 4 damage here. 1 billion triggers go on the stack. And I'm just gonna swing and hope. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we did the thing. Where do I want to go from here? So my opponent has some graveyard shenanigans, but I don't know if it's enough for me to want to do anything. I don't have anything to do against the lands portion. I guess maybe I go with Prismatic Strands because that could be good if we are in a situation where my opponent is trying to attack me. Also, Prismatic Strands plus Stinkweed Imp is pretty decent. Maybe I don't need the Rally the Peasants, even though it is a decent knockout button. Say I just bring a pair of strands. Don't know if I saw anything that makes me super concerned about Fairy Macabre. I guess maybe Thraben Charm is more interesting than Prismatic Strands because they sort of do the same thing where I get to kill the creature that they're trying to pump. So let's cut 2 of those, cut an Aurora Eidolon, and it is what it is. This is fine. Not great, but fine. Opponent's build is cool. I really like Sticky Tongue Sentinel. I think it's a card that people don't use a lot. And it is very clearly worse than something like Core Skyfisher, both because it is an extra mana and because you need to target. But I do think it's an interesting tool to have if you're playing a deck that does things like what my opponent is doing here. Oh, my opponent just conceded. Well, that was anticlimactic. Okay, so let's wrap this one up. Okay, so, oh wait, that's the wrong deck. Whoops! That's the deck that I already did, but it's because it's the deck that I was tinkering with on Moxfield while my opponent from the previous round was being extremely slow. Alright, so, this league was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was pretty bad both because we got crushed, and I admit that most of that was my fault. Most of it, like, I'll take 90% of the responsibility that we got crushed this league. However, I want to call your attention back to the results we had, where, with the exception of round 1, we never got crushed. We always were able to scrounge up a win. So, what I think I'm going to do is, I had a lot of thoughts about this, but I don't want to put them here at the end of this video because that's going to take a while. I think I'm going to make another video that's probably go up on the Patreon, and I think I'm just going to go there and start working with some of the corrections that I might be interested in making for this deck. I do think there's something here. I deeply enjoy the gameplay where you get to just use Stinkweed Imp as a value engine. I think there is... I had this conversation with Curb Linksy the other day on one of his videos where I mentioned that I have been putting Eidolons in all sorts of bad decks where they shouldn't be. And he said that, yeah, they are bad, but they are unexplored as a sort of card advantage engine. And one of the things that I really enjoyed in this deck is that you are not focusing on going crazy with the graveyard. You're not playing like traditional Dredge where you're just gonna go self-mill, 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 get completely blown out by some sort of graveyard hate when you try to reanimate your Lotlet Giant. So I think there is something to be said here for this deck. However, I do think the mana base is the biggest problem by a lot. I messed that one up big time, and I'm sorry for that. I'm going to try to redo it, and then we're going to go to another video soon-ish, I hope, where we get to explore how maybe we can make this deck work. So if you have suggestions for me, please let me know. There are so many cards that I think we can experiment with for the archetype here that we are trying to make work. But that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it, even though we got crushed, but I think there's always something to learn. And today we learned two things. Number one, you don't need to go all in for Stinkweed Imp to be a good card in your dredge decks. And I think we also learned that 19 lands with 5 colorless sources in a deck that looks like this is not really 19 lands, because the Basilisk Gates and the Heap Gate don't cast a lot of our spells. So I think that's the biggest thing that I'm going to reconsider moving forward. Now that I look at it, I'm also seeing how much white I have in the deck and how few red sources untapped I have, how few white sources untapped I have, and that also seems kind of stupid on my end. It is what it is. It's a learning journey, and we are here to learn together, and sometimes to get crushed. It is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. I'm just gonna plug the Patreon real quick. If you like things like this, go check out the Patreon. By the time this video comes out, the Patreon video that I'm talking about will probably be out also, so if you have suggestions, you can head over there, you can check it out. If you don't want to do that, or you can't do that, that is absolutely fine. You can just support me by commenting, interacting with the video, subscribing to my channel, and all of that stuff. And I hope you stay excellent. I hope you have a great day. I hope you take care of yourself and your loved ones and your pets. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.